Hey, thanks for tuning into Leanne on Demand today. Today, I am recording from the Gabba, but I'm not here for a cricket match or a footy match. I'm here to raise money to stamp out homelessness. It's the CEO Sleepout, and I'm with Steve Hodgson. Great to have you here.
Awesome to be here. Awesome to be in the energy with some absolutely amazing human beings that are raising funds, raising awareness for homelessness. And I think we're about to hit the million. And by the end of tonight, we'll smash it, I think.
And so this is your first CEO Sleepout. What are you anticipating?
I'm not quite sure, but really just connection. And, I think it's something that I'd like to carry on in years to come.
Why did you decide to do the CEO Sleepout?
I've got a real passion for mental health. And when it comes to homelessness, obviously 130,000 people, or probably even more, are homeless each night in Australia. But the statistics say that 1 in 3 is because of mental health related. So that's a big thing for me, and that's why I'm here.
And how much sleep are you expecting to get tonight?
I don't know, but maybe a nap tomorrow.
Thanks so much, Steve, and it's fun doing this with you.
Yeah, awesome. And I can't wait to have some more laughs throughout the night.
Amazing, thank you. Hey, I'm at the CEO Sleepout with Matt. Matt, you are the GOAT. Why are you so excited about events like tonight?
Look, tonight's a great opportunity for us to bring together the most empathy-led business leaders in Brisbane and wrap them around trying to solve homelessness in Queensland. So what I love about the GOATS team is that we've now got 135 team members in the team. We're about $15,000 shy of $1 million at the moment, which is pretty cool. And yeah, so we're doing really good work, and it's exciting.
And why does this cause mean so much to you?
Oh, look, it's just something I'm really passionate about. I obviously ended up homeless on the streets when I was a kid, and so I know what that looks like. And I just think that the fact that there's 22,000 men, women, and children across our state at the moment that are homeless is not good enough. I think we're to do more, and I think that we need to work really hard to try and solve that issue. And I think what St Vincent de Paul Society does better than anyone else is that they understand how to stand in the gap and help those people, A, get out of that situation, but B, then go on to live a productive and purpose-based life.
Yeah, and you've done such a great job, like your energy, even promoting
Thank
this.
you.
You've done so well in raising funds. What do you think it is about, I guess, what you've done? Like, how have you attracted those funds to this cause? Because I've noticed your efforts over the last
Thank
6
you.
months. It's extraordinary.
Yeah, thanks. I think, I think traditionally people think fundraising is hard, and it certainly can be. And it can be hard if you're going to the same people asking for the same money without, I guess, a way of creating some fun around that. So what we've really done, particularly this year, is we've turned fundraising into fundraising. And, in our team alone, we've got 135 GOATs or team members, as I've said before. But what we did really well this year is we worked on everyone trying to have events of their own. And what that, of course, done is then it multiplies the advocacy piece. More people hear about the statistics, more people want to be a part of the solution. And so just in our team alone, we had 36 events over the last 3 months. Some of those had hundreds of people that attended. And really, that's also a way for a smart business leader to think about, how do I cross-pollinate my community with this community? How do I bring attention not just to the issue, but also to my brand? And if you do that well in an intentional way, it's a win-win. It's a win-win for society. It's a win-win for those Australians that are homeless. And it's also a win-win for those leaders and their businesses.
Absolutely. And I suppose I thank you to my community who stepped up and joined a masterclass. Matt, I'll let you go. You've got a ton of people to talk to.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate your time.
Okay, I've got the most delightful person in the room. Sheree Canning. Sheree, great to see you tonight.
Oh, it's so great to be here. Thanks for being part of the Sleepout, Leanne.
Oh, I think you've done an incredible job driving the team, being part of the GOATs. This is your second year in the
Yeah.
Sleepout. Last year you were a first time. I'm a first timer this year. What's your advice for me?
My advice is, if you can put in noise cancelling earphones tonight and put some meditation on, just to try and calm down, because we'll be so excited and so wired, but also exhausted. So just try and regulate yourself so you can actually sleep tonight.
I am terrible at regulating myself, so I plan on no sleep.
I'll give you my headphones and my meditation. But otherwise, find yourself a corner that's not in a wind tunnel at the Gabba. We'll be sleeping on the concourse, on the concrete. So just find yourself something a bit hidden.
Will do. Now, you've done some incredible fundraising as well, hosting events, driving attention. What's been your strategy for getting people to contribute to this important cause?
Well, thank you, firstly. With the event, For me, honestly, it was that we paid the expenses. So our business paid the expenses. That was like our contribution. So I think there was something in it for people attending to know that 100% of their dollars went to the charity.
Yeah.
Also, what I think has been helpful is telling people the stats around people experiencing homelessness, the amount of kids. 25% of the people experiencing homelessness in Australia are under 18. So just stats around how many people are on the wait list and real life stories more than stats, I feel like is connecting to people for real life, and it's not something we can ignore. So maybe it's storytelling and that their money is going straight to impact.
That's a killer combo right there. And why is this cause so important to you? Now, you're an ambassador this year as well. You've really stepped up.
Oh, thank you. Well, to be really honest with you, coming to the Birth One last year changed my perspective on homelessness and the issue. I think I've always seen it as something that I didn't realize its complexity. I saw that there was maybe some really bad biases, if I'm really honest, where I'm like, oh, people have got themselves in that situation. But then the more I was educated, and I went to this night with Vinnies, this street appeal. So we went around and heard stories and different experiences, and realizing actually how many of us are only one life event away from being homeless. And so if you think about if someone's made redundant, or if they're renting and the rental gets taken off them, and then they're in a pool with hundreds of people trying to get a new rental property, like how hard that is. So it's not necessarily in someone's capacity or their own doing. So those kind of thoughts, I'm like, wow, that's really interesting. And then I think the layers of complexity with domestic and family violence, and the amount of women who are experiencing that, and then where do they go? What do they do? So the more that I'm like uncoupling or seeing the layers of all those, you're like, wow, this is a very, very complex issue in our country, and it actually can be solved. I went to an amazing launch for the Vinnies CEO Sleepout, and there was a professor from YouTube who's done so much work in this, and he was talking about actually the cost or the budget to house people who are experiencing homelessness is cheaper than them not being housed, because it's the wraparound services. We talk about these wraparounds. It's the drug and alcohol counselling. It's the counselling. It's the food subsidies. It's all of these extra things that people need to support them, not just the roof over their head. That costs so much money. So the more I learn, the more I realize we can do something about it. And I think we're like 12K off $1 million right now, which is incredible.
Well, that's so good.
Amazing.
And I guess as you hear Cherie speaking, you can understand how she's raised so much and been such a dynamite for the cause this year. If we were to encourage anyone to, I guess, people are probably thinking about signing up already after listening to you. Is there anything, a final parting message you'd like to share with anyone that might consider doing this next year?
Well, just join us. I think the title, I should say, CEO Sleepout, can deter people. They go, I'm not a CEO. But actually, not everyone in this room is a CEO. They're leaders in some capacity, community leaders, business leaders. You don't have to have the CEO title. So get involved with or without a title. Or if this isn't for you to come to, run an event for someone else and support someone else who's coming to the event, and really partner with them and collaborate.
Amazing. You're a star, Cherie. Congratulations. And let's stay warm tonight.
Thanks, Leanne. Thanks, everyone.